As a teacher, I saw a lot of kids who were hungry, who were stressed, who had terrible family situations. If you're a poor kid going through school, there's all kinds of issues and all kinds of judgment, and for the most part it's really unfounded and unfair. There are a lot of people who are not able to access healthy food. There are people who are not within walking distance of a store. If you haven't been there, you don't have any idea. Thing on Facebook the other day said the universe just rolls along. Why get out and try to push it? There's just so much you can do.
In the heart of Cumberland County, the small town of Shippensburg faces a big problem. Behind the quiet storefronts in the college campus, hundreds of families struggle every week just to put food on the table. But one local resident has helped make a positive impact in the lives of those in need.
My name is Karen DeShong. I represent Shippensburg Produce and Outreach. For the last number of years, I have been chairman of the board. Shippensburg's a poverty pocket. If you look at hunger mapping in the area, Shippensburg stands out as a place where there is a huge gap between income and food accessibility. There are a lot of people who are not able to access healthy food. There are people who are not within walking distance of a store, and there are a lot of people who are really struggling with their jobs to be able to get any kind of healthy food. So we're trying to fill that gap.
After years of serving the community, Karen has seen another kind of hunger, the lack of understanding for those who struggle.
There's a huge misconception. And I find it so frustrating, the judgment kinds of things that I hear about people. There's a lot of judgment based on people who are coming to food pantries. And are they lazy? Are they not doing what they should be doing? Why don't they just work their way up? I find the judgment thing really frustrating, because if you haven't been there, you don't have any idea. As a human being, as a family member, my niece has a PhD in neuroscience and a law degree. I mean, where to go from there? My brother was an alcoholic that was hit in a crossrock and killed. A really smart guy who spent a whole lifetime not being able to break the chain of addiction on drugs and alcohol. I've watched some of this happen, and you can't necessarily do anything about it. For my brother's sponsor once told me that the family is very seldom the people that can make any change. They have their moment of clarity or they die. Unfortunately, in my family, the ones who didn't have moment of clarity did in fact die. It's really sad, but there was nothing I can do about it. A thing on Facebook the other day said the universe just rolls along. Why get out and try to push it? There's just so much you can do.
For Karen, every box of food tells a story of struggle, resilience, and survival. She's seen how life can change in an instant.
When I had my nephew, all of a sudden I'm 40 years old, I have a toddler, and then school starts. And what do I do with my toddler? I have to find childcare. I teach college classes. I'm out a night a week. Who takes care of the little kid? A neglected 2-year-old, or I wouldn't have had him. So if I'm more than arm's length, the kid is ballistic. I had resources, I had a job, I had a car, I had friends, I had family, and all of the kinds of things that a lot of people don't have.
Seeing that gap firsthand, Karen and a small group of volunteers began searching for a way to fill it, and Shippensburg Produce Outreach was born.
SPO started in 2008 when a group of us who were volunteering at King's Kettle wanted to provide fruits and vegetables to supplement what they were doing, because a lot of the food was unhealthy. It's a whole process, because in order to get the fruits and vegetables, you have to buy them. To buy them, you've got to get money. To get money, you have to be a nonprofit. So that was a cycle that took us several years. Actually, we fudged our way through it for probably 5 years before we had to get a nonprofit status.
For years, SPO quietly grew, serving neighbors and building trust. But when the world changed in 2020, so did the scale of the need.
We exploded when COVID hit. Partway through COVID, we went, we need to think about sustainability, how we're going to last. And as we realized the depth of the poverty and the food insecurity, how are we going to meet that need? What do we have to do it?
What began as a small local effort has grown into a lifeline for hundreds of people. Even through the pandemic, SPO has adapted, survived, and inspired. And there's one particular person that Karen has truly inspired.
I am Zachary Varner. I've been the Director of Information Technology as a volunteer position for going on 5 years now. I first learned about the organization when I was like 10 and I helped out. Karen, which she knows my family, so she was helping me with some school-related things, and then from there on I just kind of stayed. The reason I stay is, when you're there for so long, you start to realize that every week when you close the garage door, you just helped 400 plus families get food for the week, and help them find services and things like that. So it just kind of makes you want to stick around.
For volunteers like Zach, this place has become more than a food pantry. It's family.
My mom was a client. Like I said, Karen helped me through some school-related things. She has built something that I think to this day has supported a lot of people, and I think it will continue to support a lot of people. I think she's not only a really good person for the nonprofit, but she has helped me a lot in my personal life. So she's definitely a person that I'm open with and I talk to. She's a really good person.
Karen's gift has always been seeing what people need, even when it has nothing to do with food. For Zach, that meant something much more personal.
I have ADHD, which causes a lot of problems in school. They classify it as a learning disability. She had worked with my mom's sister to get her set up with an IEP, which is an individualized education plan. Provides accommodations to people with learning disabilities. She definitely was the reason that I graduated. At least one of the biggest reasons that I graduated. She was able to help me get my IEP started and overall just checked in on me for school. She's basically a book of resources. She knows everywhere to go, who to call. We went from serving 400 clients a month to serving 400 clients a day or a week. So that's a big jump.
Beyond the food and the numbers, Karen's role in SPO is proof that compassion can still fuel communities, and that in the simplest act of giving, change heals the lives of people.
Our mission statement is called by the grace of God to love one another. We reach out to those in need with food and services. Privileged to be able to work with amazing people who are committed and as volunteers who come in week after week to try to meet the needs of the community and who have continued to do it for a really long time. People who care, people who are faith-based, people who are not faith-based. And we're all working together. And in today's world, I think that's amazing. You may not appreciate how many good things there are going on in the world. And we have grateful people and volunteers who are reaching out to do the best they can.